the San Diego Padres, I mean, they're not, your father's Padres or even our Padres. Like, I just, kudos to the ownership group there.
1,000%.
Okay, Peter Seidler is the man who runs the show there.
Never heard of him.
Exactly.
Let me tell you about him. He is the grandson of Walter O'Malley and the nephew of Peter O'Malley.
There you go.
Okay.
And he, he's he's
family?
part of a hedge fund, and he's apparently made of money.
Business is booming.
And I had so now, what the Padres have done is they have a 10-year contract with Manny Machado that runs through 2028. He'll be 35 years old when that runs out. They have a 14-year contract with Fernando Tatis Jr. for $340 million that runs through 2034. He will also be 35 years old when that runs. They now have an 11-year contract for $289 million to Xander Bogaerts that runs through 2033. He'll be 40 years old when that runs out. That is, you could put it all together, almost $1 billion in salary to 3 players. And one must think, there's no way on this green earth they will ever let Juan Soto out of their midst as well.
I mean, his contract's...
And they don't have to do anything right now, right? Like, so...
There's still a couple years left.
You could take a look at how you can move this money here and there from one year to the next. But at some point, I think the Soto contract will dwarf Tatis's, right? Certainly when Judge goes up to 360, and Soto will be signing this contract in his mid-20s.
He's way younger.
So they're going to do that too. And Padres fans must be looking around and just saying, what the hell is happening around here? Because this is back in the day, when they went to the World Series in the late 90s, when it was Gwynn and Mark Langston
and Caminiti,
obviously, but I'm just naming, obviously Gwynn and Langston are different ends of the spectrum here, but that was a team that going against the Yankees, it was David versus Goliath, like the Steinbrenner Yankees against the little San Diego Padres, this little engine that can't. But Peter Seidler taking he doesn't need to be told how the Dodgers operate for many different reasons. If you're in the Dodgers division, you got to basically say, I see your money, your Goldman Sachs or whatever, and I raise you my hedge fund. And, they went after Trey Turner and Judge, and they're in on everybody. So everybody thinks it's just big market here, big market there. But the Padres are raising their hand and saying, we are players here, and this is the latest shot across the bow.
Yeah, mad respect.
Because Machado was a guy, as you know, that the Orioles were done with, and he went up here to Los Angeles, and they signed him in free agency. And Tatis is a homegrown guy. This is a guy that they have now taken from the heart and soul of a team in the same way the Dodgers did in acquiring Mookie Betts. And I think that they are 1,000,000% showing that they know what it takes, and they're putting it out there.
So's his guy.
Well, his guy, I would rather his guy,
TJ's guy,
your guy. I mean, your guy is spending. Look, Alonso is Alonso's a future, and I think obviously, Lindor is generationally talented. Absolutely. And you got him at the right time, when he's entering his blossoming years, right? But the two guys at the top of the rotation, I mean, it's like Cocoon. Seriously. Where Citi Field is like this beautiful, pool house. And, you're jumping in the pool and you're hoping that Scherzer and Verlander can continue to do what they're doing. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the Padres. They got some young
the left side of the field
stallions.
Tatis Machado.
Where is Tatis going to go to the outfield? Is that what's going to happen?
So I think he's going to move to right, and then Soto's going to go to left.
Get out of here.
Oh, my God.
And the Rangers are basically saying, we'll spend money too. I mean, the Rangers and Padres never used to sit here. And I mean, the Rangers, I guess, back in the day when they went and got A-Rod and paid him all that money. The Rockies are 8th on the list. Here are your top 10. The Phillies are 10 currently in terms of payroll. Astros 9th, Rockies 8th, Padres 7th, Rangers 6th, Dodgers 5th, Angels are 4th. They got to be looking around. I mean, Yankees are 2nd, Mets are 1st. And the Boston Red Sox sitting down there currently at 18th. The Diamondbacks, talk about a step down right now. The Red Sox are 18th with $80 million in payroll. That's going to go up. You know they're going to spend it. It won't be somebody like Bogarts, though. And then after that, the team right behind them is the Diamondbacks at $58 million. The Washington Nationals are 20th at 53. The Orioles currently have a $12 million payroll.
12?
Yeah, that's what it says here. By the way, they had all those young kids, and they almost made the playoffs last year.
Oh, my gosh.
That's the whole thing with baseball. At least in Major League and in football, all these teams that there's a floor, they all got to spend this money. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.